prestigious international conference on applied science, engineering, and management, where billions minds converge to discuss innovative solutions for a better future. Today, I want to share a fundamental truth. Sustainability is not just an idea. It is an urgent necessity. It is the defining challenge of our generations, and its success depends on the integrations of applied science, engineering, and management. When we talk about the urgency of sustainability, we are at the crossroads. Climate change, resource depletions, pollutions, and food insecurity threatens our global stability. The choices we make today will determine the legacy we leave behind. And according to United Nations, if we continue business as usual, we will require nearly 3 planets worth of resources by 2050 to sustain our current way of life. This is simply not an option. However, I stand here with hope, and I hope that all of you did the same thing. Not just because of the awareness, but because of the belief on the transformative potential of applied science, engineering, and management in addressing these challenges. These 3 principles, when combined, it form the backbone of a sustainable innovations. When we talk about applied science, which is the driving force behind sustainable solutions, applied science have revolutionized for our understanding of sustainability. Advancement in material science, biotechnology, and environmental science are creating breakthroughs that redefine industry. In agriculture and food technology, for example, precision fermentation and cellular agriculture are drastically reducing the environmental footprints of our food productions. AI-driven crop monitoring is enabling farmers to optimize water usage, reduce the pesticide reliance, and increase the yield efficiency. In energy, for example, research into next-generation battery, hydrogen fuel cell, and carbon capture technology is pushing us closer to a future where clean energy dominates. Scientists are pioneering solutions that turn waste into resources, transforming plastic waste into reusable material, and converting food waste into biofuel. Applied science provides us with knowledge and tools to mitigate environmental damage and create a sustainable alternative. But innovations alone is always not enough. It must be implemented effectively, which is where engineering plays a crucial role. Engineering is talking about turning the idea into reality. It is a bridge between scientific discovery and the real impact. It is through engineering that sustainable technology becomes scalable, efficient, and accessible. Take, for example, green building innovation. Engineering are designing energy-effective buildings that use smart grids, solar panels, and self-sustaining water filtration systems. In transportation, the electric vehicle and hydrogen-powered transport systems are reshaping mobility. Infrastructure projects now prioritize climate resilience, ensuring that cities can withstand extreme weather events. But engineering goes beyond the physical structure. It extends into the system thinking. The circular economy, a concept gaining momentum, is an engineering marvel in itself. It reimagines productions and consumption by designing waste out of the system. Companies are now adopting the closed-loop manufacturing, where products are built for reuse, refurbishments, and recycling, significantly reduce on the environmental impact. These advancements demonstrate that we have the knowledge and the capability to engineer a sustainable world. But innovation and design alone are not sufficient. They need a strategic leadership and execution. And this is why management play a pivotal role. When we talk about management, it is leading the transitions to sustainability. Sustainability is not just a technological challenge, but it is also a management challenge today. How we lead organizations influence policy and drive systemic change will determine whether sustainable solutions are adopted at scale. Sustainable management involves integrating environmental, social, and governance principles into the corporate strategy. Companies that embrace sustainability not just protecting the planet, they are also securing long-term profitability and resilience. Investor, consumer, and regulator are demanding more transparency and accountability, pushing businesses to adopt sustainable practices. Moreover, effective management ensures collaborations between industry, governments, and community. Public-private partnerships are vital in scaling green innovation. Policy that support renewable energy adoptions, carbon pricing, and sustainable supply chain will accelerate the transformation. In my own experience working with the food industry, I have seen how management decisions can either reinforce harmful practices or drive sustainable transformation. The companies succeed are those that embed sustainability into their core operations, not as marketing strategy, but as the fundamental business principle. The food industry stands at the intersections of environmental stewardship and human necessity. With the global population projected to reach 9.7 billion by 2050, the demand for food will escalate, intensifying pressure on natural resources. And this scenario underscored the urgent need for sustainable practices that ensure food security while preserving our planet for future generations. Engineering have been instrumental in developing technology that mitigates environmental impact within the food sector. For instance, notable advancements, energy efficient processing system, implementing machinery that will reduce energy consumption during the food productions. They are also transforming food waste into valuable byproducts such as biofuel, animal feed, fertilizer. And there are also some engineering projects that working on sustainable packaging solution, where they develop biodegradable and recyclable packaging material to minimize the plastic waste. So effective management is the crucial part to integrate sustainability into the core business strategy. And there's some key approach which I could share here, such as sustainability performance framework. In most of the organizations, we embedding sustainability metric into the performance evaluations to drive the accountability of the organizations. And when we talk about all this, not to forget stakeholder engagement. It is very crucial to collaborating with supplier, customer, and communities to foster a shared commitment to sustainable practices. And also continuous improvement processes, making sure that all things is on track and carried out on a regular basis, which are regularly assessing and refining operations to enhance the environmental performance. Drawing from my past experience in the food industry, I can also share with you some real-life examples on how we turn this principle to drive the meaningful environmental and social change. In my previous organizations, we have implemented several engineering and management practices that aim at promoting sustainability within the food industry. We have one of the key projects, we call it Climate Smart Beef programs. We are collaborating with partners to develop a supply chain that accurately estimates the greenhouse gas emission from pasture to production. So this initiative, it involves modeling emissions to provide transparency and drive improvement in sustainability within the beef industry. Also, we have invested in enormous efforts to support the adoption of sustainable agriculture practices. This is to accelerate the implementation of climate smart practices and support the underserved producer and the rural community in the U.S. And how we work on that is that we leverage the data collections and sharing to track and verify the greenhouse gas emission reductions in its climate smart beef value chain. By utilizing the big data and analytics, the company support continual improvement in its sustainability and work towards its goal of net zero emissions by 2050. Apart from the agricultural practices, we have also implemented renewable energy projects, such as capturing biogas from wastewater treatment facility to reduce the reliance on fossil fuel. Additionally, our company also focuses on waste reductions by achieving zero waste to landfill status in several plants, which demonstrate a very strong commitment to sustainable waste management practices. And this initiative is not only reduce our carbon footprint, but it also resonates with environmentally conscious consumer, demonstrating that sustainable practices can align with business objectives. So all in all, the collaborations between engineering and management is vital for sustainability. Engineers provide innovative solutions, where managers ensure these solutions are strategically implemented and aligned with organization goals. This synergy facilitates the development of sustainable products and processes that are both technologically feasible and economically viable. So imagine a world where applied science continue to push the boundary of what is possible, engineering builds scalable solutions, and management ensure widespread adoption. This is the formula for a true sustainability. So take from one of the great examples in Singapore waste management system. Through scientific advancement, engineering excellence, and strategic governance, Singapore transformed its water crisis into a global model of sustainability. From desalination and water recycling to smart distribution network, their approach showcased how interdisciplinary collaborations lead to environmental breakthrough. So as we gather here today, we must recognize that the responsibility for a sustainable future does not rest on one principle alone. It requires a collective effort. Each of us, regardless of our field, has a role to play. For instance, to scientists, keep pushing the boundary of innovation, explore new material, refining renewable energy sources, and develop climate-resilient solutions. While to engineer, design with sustainability at the forefront. Always think about sustainability when it comes to certain projects in order to reduce the times when you develop the projects later on, optimizing resources, enhance efficiency, and create systems that prioritize the planet. And to all the manager and leader, we should champion sustainable decision-making, like what I always do. Integrate environmental considerations into business strategy, influence the policy, and drive real impact. To all of us here today, let us break the silo and let's collaborate beyond our discipline, industry, and nations. The climate crisis knows no border, and neither should our solutions. As I come to the end of my sharing today, to me, a sustainable future is within our reach. We are not passive observers of the future. We are its architects. The choices we make today will define the world for generations to come. Applied science, engineering, and management are not separate entities. They are the pillars that will uphold a sustainable society. And let us not wait for change, and let us drive it. Let us commit to innovation, responsibility, and actions. Together, we can build a future where economic progress and environmental stewardship go hand in hand. Thank you very much for your attention, and I wish you best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Eileen Cole, for that very insightful presentation. Next, we have Dr. Ipsita Nanda, Professor at the School of Engineering, IILM University, Greater Noida, India. Dr. Sitananda is working as a professor at the School of Engineering at IILM University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. She has also been acting as the advisory board member of the Cloud Spital Private Limited, Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India, and a board member of the internship Wala. She did her doctorate at the CAPGS Biju Patnaik University of Technology, Rourkela, Odisha, India. Her area of research is System on Chip Design for the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation design, and data science. Dr. Epsitananda will present speech on AI engineering, the future, smart technologies for sustainable growth. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Epsita Nanda. Ma'am,
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry for the disturbance. Hello.
hello.
Yeah, ma'am. Ipsita ma'am will join in 5 minutes, so we can skip to the next speaker. After that, Ipsita ma'am will speak.
Okay. We will move on to the next speaker, and we will going to have her later after the third speaker. Okay, we will now move on to our next speaker will be Dr. Diosdado Quizon Caronongan, Dean of Computer Studies at the University of Luzon, Philippines. He is currently the Dean of the College of Computer Studies and Program Coordinator of the Master in Industrial Technology, major in Cybersecurity at the University of Luzon. He is a former officer of the Information System Security Association, ISA, Philippine Chapter, Cybersecurity Society of the Philippines, CyberSoc PH, Executive and Fellow of the Royal Institute of Information Technology, Singapore. He is a freelance consultant on system development, system integration, and information technology cybersecurity solutions deployment. Dean Diosdado Quizon Coronongan will present his speech on advancing engineering and management for a better tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Diosdado Quizon Coronongan. Sir?
Yes, good morning, everyone. Am I coming clear?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Before I present my keynote speech, let me congratulate Ma'am Eileen for a very insightful presentation. I learned a lot from your presentation, ma'am. Don't worry, because I prepared a very short, presentation for this morning. Once again, good morning, everyone. It is truly an honor to address you today at the International Conference on Applied Science, Engineering, and Management, ICASEM 2025. As an IT and cybersecurity practitioner from the Philippines, I am particularly excited to be part of this gathering, a platform where we can share insights, exchange ideas, and forge partnerships to address the complex challenges shaping our digital future. The theme, Advancing Engineering and Management for a Better Tomorrow, speaks directly to the transformative role of technology in building a sustainable, secure, and resilient future. Today, as the world rapidly embraces digital transformation, we are also confronted with escalating cyber threats, data privacy concerns, and the widening digital divide. These challenges demand not just technical expertise, but also strategic management and collaboration across disciplines and borders. In the Philippines and across the globe, cybersecurity and digital resilience have become national priorities. As we strive to meet the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, safeguarding critical infrastructures, protecting sensitive data, and ensuring digital trust are fundamental to sustainable progress. The innovations presented at this gathering have the potential to shape a safer and smarter future. This conference is more than just a platform for research presentations. It is an incubator of solutions. It offers us a chance to collaborate on cutting-edge technologies, explore emerging trends, and develop strategies that will define the next chapter of engineering, management, and technology. Together, through collaboration, knowledge sharing, and bold innovation, we can contribute to a better tomorrow, one where technology serves as a force for sustainable progress and security. Thank you, and I wish you all a productive and inspiring conference. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. You're done, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Dr. Diosdado Quizon Karunongan, for your thought-provoking presentation. Can we have now Dr. Epsita Nanda? Are you okay already, ma'am?
Yeah, hi.
Can I have you
Hello.
already, ma'am? Can I present you already?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so our next speaker will be Professor or Dr. Epsita Nanda, a professor at the School of Engineering, IILM, University, Greater Noida, India. Dr. Epsita Nanda is working as a professor at the School of Engineering and at the IILM University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. She has also been acting as the advisory board member of the Cloud Spital Private Limited, Noida, India, and a board member of the internship Wala. She did her doctorate at the CAPGS Biju Patnaik University of Technology, Rourkela, Odisha, India. Her area of research is system chip design for the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, automation design, and data science. Professor Dr. Ipsitananda will present her speech on AI engineering the future, smart technologies for sustainable growth. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Epsita Nanda. Yes, madam, you may now have the floor.
Thank you so much for the introduction, and thank you for inviting me for this specific conference. And ICASEM organizes. Thank you so much, and is glad to present my topic: AI engineering the future, smart technologies for sustainable growth. So, for which, first of all, hello everyone, and as is Vietnam, so Chow Buing Sang from I really is glad to be connected with the Vietnam people. So it's so here, like we are talking about the green revolutions and many things. So the future technology, if you speak about, then it is like AI is taking the market. It's a buzzword these days. So by 2047, the market will be we will be not sustainable without AI. AI will take the market, right? So that is the future, and here we are utilizing like smart technologies for sustainable growth and all. Like AI is a transformative role, plays a transformative role for us, and as we can see that by analyzing vast database and all, and by the seeing the growth of it, we come to know that it is actively taking optimizing energy and many more things are coming into our mind. Like AI is no longer the futuristic concept. It is actively optimizing energy, agriculture, urban planning, and more to reduce the agricultural world. It is like smart. Everything is smart now, right? So precision agriculture, like agriculture is becoming automated. Automated, like we are taking the help of smart agriculture, that is drones, then robots, then many more things. Like for data analysis, we are collecting the data through the help of drones, and then we are making the analytical data set, and then we are providing our resources, right? Whatever analytical view you are getting, we are providing that as resource. So it is actively going to a smart world. And in the we can say that if we are talking about the evolution of AI, that is the artificial intelligence evolution, then everybody is aware of the evolution, right? So AI is integrated across industries and driving sustainability by optimizing energy, agriculture, and urban systems. So understanding these evolutions help us appreciate the potential of the current scenario. So we should be aware that what all things are going on is depending on, like, 1956 is started and ongoing, right? The process and all, and it's like taking the revolution market. So we are talking about sustainable energy of artificial intelligence, in which like the smart grids, which uses the prediction of demand, balanced loads, and integrate the renewable sources like solar, wind, and efficiently working, right? It is catching the market like anything. So Google DeepMind reduced data center cooling cost by 40%. So that is the analytical view. And these days, lot of analytical works are going on. So by optimizing distribution, AI minimizes the waste, low carbon footprints, and making the energy system more sustainable. So that is the demand, and that is the green topic which we can consider. So these are the applications areas where we can focus on. So this is the futuristic scope that agriculture tech is like these days we are dependent on the precision farming. Now, which is
hệ
powered by
thống cản
AI
lỗ
in
của lỗ đầu.
transforming
Do đó đó
in
là cái thông tin
transforming the
này thì cũng rất
agriculture,
hay ha,
like
tức là
drones,
nên có một
sensors,
cái đánh
which
giá
collect the
về
soil
bệnh nhân nó đã
and
triển
weather
khai rồi
data, while
các
machine
bạn nó như
learning
thế nào,
predicts
cách của
the
nhà
crop
nước
yield
bây
and
giờ đó là
optimize the
ra
irrigation.
thì
So that is
là
what
có cái tham
prediction
khảo.
is very much
Còn những
necessary
cái mà
to
kiểu như là
promote the
cái câu chuyện
sustainable farming
mà thì
practices,
chúng ta đó thì
ensuring
chúng
food
ta
security
ngay cả cái công nghệ
for
này nó vẫn đang
growing
nằm trong lab mà,
population.
do đó đó
So
là
these days, like we can say that in smart cities also, like AI is considered, and this will be taking the market of urbanization, which demands smartest solution. So AI analyzes traffic patterns to reduce congestion, optimizing waste collections, and enhancing public safety. So Barcelona is the smart city. So everybody is now the concerned about the smart city and all. And Barcelona is one of the smart city which we can consider, like initiative cut water usage by 25% using AI integration in irrigation. So that's what is the magic of AI. So this technology make cities are more liable, efficient, and sustainable. So that is the scenario. Then we are focusing on the healthcare industry, because healthcare is also one of them, one of the application which is related with, we can say that is AI is the backbone and IoT is mother of all, right? So AIT, as it is a backbone, so machine learning is the subset, and deep learning is the subset of the machine learning. So always we are connecting everything into one package. So AI supports sustainable healthcare by enabling predictive analysis, telemedicine, and personalized treatments. So that is what is the thing which we considered. So remote monitoring reduces hospital visits, cutting emissions from travels, and AI also accelerates drug discovery, identifying sustainable compounds faster. So, for example, we can take the COVID-19 vaccine development. So that is the green, like a lot of research took place. And sustainable healthcare means better outcomes and with fewer resources. We should do some like every time there is some research and development going on, and we should focus on where the application is and where your research is going for. So climate change mitigation is another one that is a global crisis. And AI is the part of solution. It enhances climate modeling, tracks deforestation, and optimize carbon capture. So Microsoft's AI for Earth program supports projects like wildlife monitoring with real-time data. So that is what, and AI-driven disaster response system also gives us the we can do some, we can also save lives by predicting the floods, wildfire, and helps communicates adapt to climate threats. So that's what is the thing we can work on. Then this is water resource management, how to manage the resource. Then we are going for the circular economy. So circular economy is this is like is a buzzword you can say. Like the circular economy aims to eliminate waste by reusing and recycling the material. So and AI is also concerned with accelerating this transition. So in recycling facilities, AI-powered sorting system identify and separate materials like plastics, metals, and paper with over like 95% accuracy. So for surpassing manual methods. So this we are utilizing machine learning tools for prediction analysis, the best way to repurpose waste so into new products. So reducing landfills dependency. So companies like AMP Robotics are using AI in bringing a revolution by making it more efficient and scalable for the sustainable future. So that's what is the thing which is nowadays a major concern, and we should focus on how to utilize the tools of AI and machine learning so that reduction can be done. Then it's like green transportation because we are focusing on automation designs and all. So for nearly a quarter of global CO2 emissions, but AI is driving greener solutions. So EVs use AI for route optimization and extending battery life and reducing energy consumption. So smart traffic systems like those in Singapore cut congestion by 20%. Are you aware of that? So that's what we are getting with the development of research, you will be getting lot of data, right? So in Singapore, congestion is 20% using a real-time AI analysis. So in logistics, AI optimize supply chain to minimize the fuel use. So UPS based 10 million gallons of fuel annually with its AI-powered Orion system. ORION is the capital letter, Orion system. So these innovations are key to achieving the low carbon mobility. So financially, sustainability is also utilized, and few more things are there like is ESG, environmental, social, government. So that's force for sustainability we can see. So investing relies on AI to analyze the companies and sustainable performance guiding ethical investment. That's what, right? So AI plays an important role in sustainable manufacturing. So that is, let me give you a predictive analysis like predictive maintenance powered by AI reduces machinery downtime by up to 50%, saving the resources and cutting the cost, right? So you can say Adiadas recycle sneakers, minimizing environmental impact. By streamlining production, AI helps manufacturing meets circular economic goals. So there are ethical consideration for the sustainability because we need to consider some rules and regulation for it. So what are the challenges of AI? Because if you are talking about advantages like it will be something different. So we also face some challenges, some disadvantages, some demerits about AI, right? So if we are considering AI-driven sustainability, that means despite its potential, AI faces hurdles in sustainability efforts. So high energy consumption for training models, that is, for example, GPT 3S carbon footprints equals 120 cars driving for a year. So contradicts green goals. So that's what is the thing. Another one is that AI may optimize profits over planets. Solution includes energy efficient algorithms. For example, Google G4M's model. So diverse data and policy meditating, we can say that is mandate sustainable AI practices. So every time we should focus that whatever the challenges is that we have to make it as an like we say that comments and criticism goes parallel. So disadvantages is not disadvantages. We should take it as compliment and work on it. So a lot of research is working on it and a lot of things are going on. So future trends for sustainability is like the next frontier includes decentralized energy grids. So where AI manages local solar, we can say local solar or wind systems for communities. So quantum computing could optimize resource management at unpredicted speeds. So AI will also combat biodiversity loss, and Microsoft Planetary Computer tracks habitat change in real time. So smart material designed by AI will replace plastics and biodegradable alternatives. So lastly, AI-driven carbon neutrally dashboards will help industries to track and offset emissions dynamically. That's what is the future of. Like you can see, decentralized energy, biodiversity consumption, then quantum solution, then urban resilience, and many more. So policy, like I told that every time we require some ethical, so policy and regulatory support for AI and sustainability. Like government must steer AI to a sustainable AI with sustainability, right? So the EU's Green Digital Coalition fund AI projects that cut emissions, while Kenya uses AI to monitor illegal logging via satellite. So policies should be mandate transparency in AI environmental impact. For example, like reducing carbon audits for data centers. So internationally, we have to focus on collaboration like the UN's and AI for Good initiatives. So without regulation, AI risk uh, inequalities, or we can say greenwashing. So that a buzzword again. So, like it's coming to an end. So to conclude over here, like AI is a powerhouse for sustainability, but only if we can act now. Otherwise, it will be late, right? So businesses must adopt AI tools that prioritize or giving importance to the planet over profit. So researchers should focus on low energy AI models, and we can say that policymakers need to make some initiative green tech, right? So green revolution can come under, and all of us can advocate for responsible AI. And we should imagine that we can predict the climate change, that is the weather conditions and all. These days it's going on. So lot of research is going on. So the words which please the magic are into the research, and AI is a term now. It's like we are coming for agent AI. So now it's like little bit transformation is going on from we can say from moth to butterfly. So there is a requirement of transformation. So this is my conclusion, and thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you to the organizers of ISASEM for inviting me for the keynote. Thank you all. If any questions, you can ask.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nanda, for your thought-provoking presentation, madam. Okay, so I guess we will now move on to our next speaker, who is Dr. Munish Sabarwal. Dr. Munish Sabarwal is the Chief Operating Officer and Professor CSE at IILM University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. Dr. Sabarwal is a Chief Operating Officer and a professor at the IILM University, Greater Noida, Uttar Pradesh, India. He is also adjunct professor, faculty of digital technologies, Samarkand State University, Samarkand, Uzbekistan. He is an accomplished academician, researcher, and a proactive decision maker with a diverse background and a passion for education and innovation. Possessing dual PhD qualifications in computer science and management with a focus on management information systems. Everybody, please join me in welcoming Dr. Munish Sabarwal. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you for a elaborate introduction. So, my address, I will stick to, the core theme of the conference. The core theme of the conference is the amalgamation or the confluence of engineering and management. This intersection of engineering and management, we must know that the world is evolving, and it is rapidly evolving. And in this rapidly evolving world, we need a confluence, or we need a synergy between engineering and management. For example, Tesla's success is not about its quality electric vehicles. It is not just that Tesla manufactures some of the most better quality electric vehicles. Tesla's success is about efficient supply chain management, strategic planning, and technological advancements. So that is what the confluence can do. The role of emerging technologies in engineering and management is huge. I give you an example. We can transform industries by enabling automation and predictive analytics. For example, lot of the manufacturers today are using AI powered predictive maintenance, because if your AI powered mechanism can predict the maintenance of your machine, it can reduce your downtime, and there is a huge saving in cost, and which always results in good productivity. Another example could be industry 4.0. That is, you can enhance your productivity by data driven insights. I can give you an example. Samsung digital factories optimize production lines in real time, and I have also visited a factory which has been modeled by Amazon, which optimizes production real time. And the factory is Apollo Tires. They have automated not only the production line in real time, they have also automated the entire supply chain in real time. That is, from raw material to customer service, everything is automated, and everything is monitored, and course correction is done, service is provided, all in real time. Another confluence of such technology is blockchain for transparency and security. For example, today you can buy a product from Walmart, and Walmart can track that product right down to the farm from which it was sourced. That is, it can backtrack the product supply chain, and it can ensure the quality, and you can even know that the farm from which it was produced, was it organic or inorganic. And another example of the blockchain I can give you is in our university, ILM Greater Noida. We have now blockchain all our degrees, all our mark sheets and transcripts. And what that does is, when a student is applying for higher education, or when a student is applying for a job and he needs his transcripts or his testimonials to be verified, that used to take a lot, because India is a big country and they might be geographically at very different locations. So we have cut down that time, and because of that blockchain certificate and blockchain enabled verification, we can do that in a matter of less than 5 minutes. So that is what is the confluence of technology and the management. Technology is there. The manager has to not necessarily understand the full scale technology, but he has to understand where to apply that technology to gain the leverage out of that technology. Similarly, green engineering. India is leveraging through its solar power. Even, India is using, it is giving opportunity to all its citizens that they can, install a solar power small system on the rooftop of their houses. And once they install that rooftop, whatever solar power is produced, that solar power gets added to the grid, and the monthly bill gets reduced, and even the cost of acquiring that solar power equipment is also subsidized. So with this, there is a great impetus to sustainability, smart grids, and renewable energy. So similarly, as the speaker before me gave an example about Adidas. Adidas is, manufacturing shoes that are 100% recyclable. So, and you could have eco-friendly infrastructure. So I happened to be in Singapore last year, and I saw how they were managing the smart city initiative using AI for traffic management and energy efficiency. Because not only when you do traffic management, it cut down your travel time, it gives the commuter experience increases, but you save a lot of energy, because if your vehicle is powered on and you are stuck in a traffic and probably your air conditioning is on, that is a lot of fuel wasted, and a lot of fuel saved, through all this is actually a lot of money saved. And another important thing with the confluence of technology between engineering and management is that every manager does not need to know the complete gamut of AI, but a manager has to know how to leverage AI, how to leverage chatbots, how to write a prompt, and whatever he wants to do, the correct kind of prompt that he needs. So, a lot of reskilling of your managers has to happen, that if they want to make presentations, if they want to write emails, if they want to, prepare some reports, if they want to do some AI driven analysis, how they can leverage the use of technology, how they can leverage. So that reskilling kind of an role has to be done for the managers. So And the leadership and innovation in engineering and management has to learn, because sometimes the problem is that the people sitting at the top, the leaders at the management role, they are not aware. They must be aware, and they must be aware about the new technologies, like, agile technologies, the design thinking approaches. Like, Apple uses this design thinking approaches and agile technologies for its iterative product development. So that kind of thing can be done. For example, SpaceX it uses a rapid prototyping methodology that accelerates the aerospace advancements. So there is a role for everybody who is in this modern era. And if we want the confluence of engineering and management to happen, the engineering is advancing by the day, by the hour, by the minute, by the second. Only thing is, the manager has to know how to leverage that use of engineering, how to leverage that use of AI. And conclusion is that the engineers and managers must collaborate to create a sustainable, innovative, and technology-driven solutions. And I have always heard, I travel around the world, I give addresses at various conferences, and I always hear that AI is going to take away everybody's job, and AI is so-called the death of the job market. So to the audience here, to the wide audience from various fields and across the world, I'd like to tell you a small incident. When I was a young kid, maybe I was 9, 10 years old, and there was a bank across my home in India, and I saw all the bank employees sitting outside and singing some songs. So I asked my father, why these people are not in the bank, and why they're sitting outside for so many days and singing songs and they're not working. So my father told me and this was way back in the 80s. And my father told me, they're not working because they think that the computer has come in, and this computer is going to take away their jobs. So somehow that continued for a few days, and the government was firm in implementing computers in India. And slowly, after a few years, we realized that rather than computer taking away, it did take away some of the mundane jobs, some of the low-level jobs, but the banking industry revolutionized to the extent that till date in India, 30, 40 years have passed, banks have not been able to completely recruit their entire workforce. So my message to everybody is, use AI effectively and do not worry about the consequences. Because if 1 decade ago somebody would have told you that I want to be an app developer, you would have laughed at him. And today, app development is a reality. If somebody 5 years ago would have told you, I want to be a blockchain specialist, you would have said, what is that? Today, it's a reality. So I do not know the name of the job roles that AI will create. It will take away the mundane jobs. But the advent of AI, the confluence of AI with management will create a lot of job roles. And I stick my neck out and say a time will come when every medium MSME or medium to small scale industry or large scale industry, like it, we have a database specialist, there will be an AI specialist, an AI analyst on their payrolls. So the confluence of these technologies is definitely the future. And I congratulate ZEP Research, all the organizer, for putting together this conference and the theme of the conference, because the theme which is actually advancing engineering and management for a better tomorrow. The confluence of engineering with management, and especially this focus on AI, is what is the future. And thank you very much for having me here. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Dr. Munish Abarwal, for your thought-provoking presentation. Before we proceed to our session speakers, may I request everybody to please open your camera for our photo session. Okay, everybody, please open your camera for our photo session. Okay, smile. Give your best smile. Are we done, Ma'am Anu, Jane?
Yes, we are done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. So we will now move on to our session speakers. No, our first session speaker is Pam Trung Kim, Associate Professor in the Department of Ceramics Materials, Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology, Vietnam. Pam Trung Kim specializes in ceramics materials and advanced manufacturing techniques. His expertise has contributed to major developments in material science. Please join me in welcoming Pam Trung Kim.
Good morning. May I share my presentation?
You just have to center your face at the monitor because we can only see your forehead there, so that we will have to have a better vision of your face.
Yeah, I would like to thank for the invitation
Okay.
because the session chair of
Yes, sir. You may now start, and you are audible.
Yeah, thank you. I would like to thank for the invitation for me to join the session chair, and very short, I would like to introduce about the development of the silicas at the sort of the recycled material. So I am Pham Chung Kin, also in charge of the material research in ICASEM. And this research I cooperate together with the Chiba University and Japan Society for the Promotion of Science. So basically, I would like to introduce very brief about my university. You can see here. So my university in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and it is dynamic, beautiful landscape of Ho Chi Minh City. And basically, it's different with India that my hometown, they always have hot season, hotter and hottest one. And I belong to Faculty of Material Technology. It is very near to Faculty of Chemical Engineering. And I got my master's degree in biomaterial. Also, I got a position in my university. And up to now, I have three kind of research cluster. The first is bio-based material, and then the second is calcium silicate-based material for engineering application. And the last one is the environmental friendly material and natural-based material for sustainable development that is similar with the law before. And on the we had some UI linkage with the industry like some cement, the deposit class, the Japan insulation company, and calcium silicate from dry ash. That is very strong boy in India also. And I would like to introduce about my research here. So waste management is a root cause for the ecosystem and human health. And in this study, you can see that they have certain kind of the waste from the polyisocyanoate and then the rock wool. So this kind of two waste is headache for our industry, and we need to recycle this one using technology. And in this research, we aim to combine the polyisocyanoate with rock wool to form the calcium silicate hydride here. And you can see that this calcium silicate hydride, when you add the thermal insulator for the heat transfer or the pipe transfer here, but after certain time use, it will be released and then they have the negative impact on the environment. And on this vision, you can see that the PIR, which is the chemical, is also the hexagonal ring, and then with the 30 years lifespan, the PIR waste also enriched, and then they had the need for sustainable resilient solution. So we can see that basically that from the calcium silicate hydride is the main hydration in the cement, especially in the concrete chain durability and cohesion. And they had a micro structure here that can trap the heavy ion and also can be used to the thermal insulator. So we can see by on the morphology of the calcium silicate hydride, they have a little distant line and interlock together that to enhance the mechanical property. So basically, the research product is very simple. So we fire from the rock wool that is a kind of ceramic waste, and then we mix together with the polymer PIR, and then we can do the hydrothermal treatment in terms of the autoclave, and then we can get the calcium silicate hydride. And this is some result here. We can see different kind of calcium silicate hydride. We can obtain with amount of carbon, silica, and carbon content with different amount of PIR and softwood. And basically from here we can see that different mission of the PIR here, and also from the SEM morphology we can see that the resistance of the PIR softwood they had a nuclear resistance, so they can combine together. And this is the research also confirmed that the formation of the cellulite in the forming of the calcium silicate hydride. So in conclusion, that we can see that my research we can control the formation of the PIR and softwood to form the calcium silicate hydride, and this can be used for the absorption of the heavy ion like the rhomb tree here. And this we can mix together with the fly ash or the fly sludge together. So would like to thank for the hearing from the audience. And if you have any question, you can contact me. Also for the session chair here, so I can moderate this one and listen from your voice. So thank you.
Okay, so thank you so much, Professor Pam Tung Kim, for your valuable insights. Next, we have Professor Marjun B. Anislad, PhD Carr Associate Professor in Forestry, Forest Biological Sciences, Surigao del Norte State University, Philippines. Professor Marjun B. Anislad focuses on sustainable forest management, biodiversity, and conservation efforts. His work is vital to the long-term sustainability of our natural ecosystem. Everybody, please join me in welcoming Professor Marjun B. Anislad.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much for your introduction. This time I have to share my slide.
May I request Professor Tung to please stop sharing your presentation so that to give way to Professor Marjun B. Anislad.
Hello, ma'am. How is my slide?
You are audible and we can clearly see your presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. It is a great honor to be part of this prestigious event, the International Conference on Applied Sciences, Engineering, and Management at both a research evaluator and speaker. For those who may not know me yet, I am Marjan V. Anislag, an associate professor from Surigao del Norte State University, Mainit campus of the Philippines. I am a researcher with extensive experience as a keynote speaker and research evaluator at various international conferences. Thank you. This time, I have to present a research entitled Agroforestry to Food Sustainability. This slide outlines the presentation's flow and contents, including the topic title and introduction, key points on agroforestry and food sustainability, the conclusion, including the references. This slide highlights food insecurity as a widespread issue affecting millions worldwide. It refers to the struggle to access safe, nutritious, and adequate food for a healthy lifestyle. Key contributing factors include poverty, climate change, conflict, trade policies, population growth, resource depletion, food waste, health challenges, and social inequalities. This slide emphasizes that poverty and economic inequality are global challenges with major impacts. Limited access to quality education traps individuals in poverty, restricting stable jobs and better income opportunities. This gap in education and skills deepens economic inequality across generations. This slide highlights how climate change critically impacts food insecurity by disrupting food production, distribution, and availability. Frequent extreme weather events like droughts, floods, and heat waves damage crops, livestock, and agricultural infrastructure, reducing food production. Conflict and political instability severely impact food security by disrupting food production, distribution, and access. Destruction of agricultural infrastructure and farmer displacement from conflict zones lead to abandoned farmland and reduced food production. Globalization and trade policies impact food security by influencing food availability, accessibility, and affordability. While they can enhance access to food and create opportunities, they may also cause volatility, inequality, and environmental harm. The challenges lie in crafting trade policies that balance globalization's benefits with sustainable food security. Population growth significantly affects food sustainability. As the population increases, the rising demand for food poses challenges in production, distribution, and consumption. Resource depletion increases the cost of inputs like water, land, and energy, raising food production expenses and prices. This reduces access to food, especially for low-income groups, and threatens food availability, sustainability, and security. Information that food is wasted, it reduces the total amount of food available for consumption. This is especially problematic when waste occurs at large scales, such as in supply chains, retail, or households. Food that could have fed people is instead lost, which affects both local and global food supplies, particularly in regions where food insecurity is already prevalent. This slide provides information that individuals with poor health may have reduced appetite, difficulties swallowing, or other issues that limit their food intake. This can lead to malnutrition or make it harder for them to access and consume adequate food, affecting their overall food security. Social inequities have a profound effect on food security as they create disparities in access to resources, economic opportunities, and social services. Social inequities, whether based on income, race, gender, geography, or education, directly limit access to food and the resources needed to achieve food security by perpetuating disparities in economic opportunities, access to resources, and social services. Social inequities create cycles of food insecurity that disproportionately affect marginalized and vulnerable populations. Information about COVID-19 pandemic significantly impacted food security for several reasons, disrupting various aspects of food systems worldwide. The pandemic disrupted food production, supply chains, and global trade while also posing economic hardship, making food less accessible and affordable for many people. These combined factors lead to a rise in food insecurity globally. This slide provides suggestions that improving food insecurity requires addressing its root causes, such as poverty, access to resources, and inefficiencies in food production and distribution systems. Moreover, introducing sustainable agricultural practices such as crop diversification, agroecology, and conservation agriculture can increase yields while preserving the environment. The above-mentioned issues and suggestions, agroforestry practices of integrating trees and shrubs into agricultural systems plays a significant role in promoting food sustainability. Agroforestry encourages the cultivation of multiple crops and plant species, creating diverse ecosystems. This diversification reduces the risk of crop failure due to pests or diseases and ensures a variety of food sources, enhancing both food security and nutrition. Trees in agroforestry systems enhance soil fertility by fixing nitrogen in the case of leguminous trees, reducing soil erosion and adding organic matter through leaf litter and root systems. Healthy soil boosts crop yields, ensuring long-term food production. Agroforestry systems provide farmers with multiple sources of income as they can harvest both timber and non-timber products. Example, fruits, nuts, and medicinal plants in addition to their main crops. This economic diversification reduces vulnerability to market fluctuations and increases resilience. Agroforestry allows for continuous harvesting throughout the year, as different trees and crops produce food at different times. This ensures a more stable food supply, particularly in regions with seasonal farming. By growing a mix of trees, fruits, and crops, agroforestry systems increase the availability of nutritious foods such as fruits, nuts, and vegetables, improving dietary diversity and addressing malnutrition. Lastly, agroforestry provides food sustainability by enhancing ecosystem services, improving agricultural productivity, and promoting resilience to climate change, while also supporting livelihoods and conserving natural resources. These factors contribute to a more reliable, diverse and sustainable food system. Agroforestry systems are practices that integrate trees, shrubs, and other woody perennials into agricultural landscapes for various benefits, including enhanced biodiversity, improved soil health, and sustainable food production. These systems combine forestry and agriculture to create mutually beneficial interactions between trees, crops, and or livestock. Agri-silvicultural systems integrate trees and agricultural crops on the same land, providing both short-term crops and long-term crops. While alley cropping is agro-silvicultural practice where the roots of trees or shrubs are planted with crops grown in the alleys in between them. The trees can provide shade, improve soil fertility, and reduce erosion, while crops grow in the open areas. Shifting cultivation with tree fallow is another agri-silvicultural systems where the trees are planted or left in fallow fields to restore soil fertility after a cropping period. The trees are later cleared and crops are planted again. Lastly, improve follow this agri-silviculture practice design. The fast-growing nitrogen-fixing trees are planted on fallow land to quickly improve soil fertility for subsequent crops. In conclusion, agroforestry plays a critical role in promoting food sustainability by integrating trees into agricultural landscapes, enhancing productivity, and fostering environmental conservation. Through diversified production, it allows for the simultaneous cultivation of crops, trees, and sometimes livestock, ensuring a year-round supply of food, fiber, and other products. The presence of trees improves soil health, conserves water, increases biodiversity, and sequesters carbon, making it a powerful tool for climate change mitigation and adaptation. Economically, agroforestry provides farmers with diversified income streams, reducing their vulnerability to market or environmental shocks. By lowering the need for scientific inputs and preserving long-term soil fertility, it reduces farming costs while improving yields. Overall, agroforestry strengthens food security by creating resilient agricultural systems that are productive, environmentally friendly, and economically viable, ensuring a sustainable future for both people and the planet. That's all, and thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Professor Marjan Anislag, for your
Thank you,
valuable
ma'am.
insights.
Thank
Today,
you, ma'am.
thank you so much, sir. Today, we are pleased to welcome Dr. Satyajit Patnaik, an industry expert in data and AI. With over 13 years of experience, he currently serves as a lead AI consultant for a French consulting firm in Hong Kong. Additionally, he is a member of the CEP research team and will be discussing several topics about related to AI. Everybody, join me in welcoming Dr. Patnaik.
Thank you. Thank you for this warm welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Satyajit Patnaik, a little bit difficult to pronounce. You can call me SAT, SAT. I'll try to leave my social media handles so that we can get connected on social media as well. I have a YouTube channel of 90,000 subscribers and also 30,000 following on LinkedIn. Quick two lines about me on top of what ma'am just explained is I have around 13 years of industrial experience. Over the past 9 to 10 years, I have been working extensively into the space of data and AI. And I'm also an integral part of ZEP research. So very happy. Uh, can we mute? Sorry.
Sabagay,
Yeah.
yun lang naman yung dadaanan, ano?
Mabilis lang yun, 30 minutes lang.
Yeah.
May I
Thanks.
request the participants to please unmute your
Thank you.
mute your microphone while our speaker is presenting. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, I was just explaining that I have 13 years of industrial experience with almost 10 years working into the space of data and AI. I'm also an integral part of ZEP research. So, very happy to be in this session, in this international conference. Well, coming back to the topic, I won't take much time of yours. My agenda here is to quickly talk a little bit about AI and data. I'm sure everybody's paper is having some sorts of AI piece in it with machine learning and deep learning. So, quickly we'll talk about AI. I'll not take much time. I have limited time slot, 10 minutes time slot by the organizers. So, in the chat box, can you just write down how many of you are aware of AI? Just just write down one word or two words. I know AI and I don't know, something like that in the chat box quickly. Maybe we'll write it down as data or AI. In the chat box, please. Been studying AI as part of my grad school. Great. What about others? Seems others have just joined the call and are not active on Zoom. Okay, I'll just move on for people who are still there on the call. What we can do is quickly we'll go through data and AI. So there are multiple streams of job, or you can say multiple career path in the field of data and AI, which usually students prefer. One of them being data analytics, and second is data science. We also call it as AI. It's just a terminology change these days. And the third one is potentially data engineering. Okay. Now, when it comes to the industry right now, most of the jobs are impacted by AI. Everybody knows that. Generative AI has been in the news since last 2 years, crazily increasing. Elon Musk also recently launched Grok or XAI as a competitor to OpenAI. And yesterday itself, Elon Musk sold his company Twitter to XAI so that XAI's value in the market increases, right? So a lot of things are happening in the space of AI, and that has impacted many jobs, right? So one of the jobs that are not impacted because of AI, it was still strong 10 years back and it is still strong in 2025, is data analytics. The second type of career opportunity is basically data science or AI, where we need to understand multiple topics apart from programming and SQL databases. We should also know what is machine learning, what is natural language processing, what is deep learning, what are transformers, and what is generative AI. So curriculum wise, data science and AI is like little bit more. So people who wants to get into the field of data science and AI, you cannot really directly jump into generative AI because you have to follow a path. And in order to become a data scientist or an AI engineer, potentially you would need at least 6 to 7 months of learning. So the minimum learning could be 4 to 5 months and then 2 months of rigorous projects. Data engineering is something which is more technical. People who are very good with Python programming, very good with other levels of programming like Scala or PySpark. So, people who are more inclined towards coding, they will be preferring data engineering, but data engineering has very less jobs as fresher. So when you jump into the industry as a data professional, the very first thing that we suggest is data analytics. And from here, you can switch to here or here in the next 2 to 3 years. Okay. And when it comes to data analytics, we usually study about Python as a programming language, not in depth, like very general Python. We talk about SQL databases. We talk about some statistical knowledge. We talk about exploration of data concepts. Then we have Microsoft Excel. And then we go ahead with some of the BI tools like Power BI or Tableau. And finally, predictive analytics. So all of these things are needed for you to become a data analyst. And usually it takes around 2 to 3 months, minimum of 2 to 3 months, to learn and get started in this domain. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this is ZEP Research, along with organizing multiple international conferences, we are also jumping into the education sector. So, recently we have launched our flagship programs. One of them is a data analyst program, and one of them is a data science program. But I'm more here to talk about the data analytics program, because assuming that all of you are getting started in the field of data, so as a stepping stone, the very first thing that you need to do is learn data analytics. But if there are some people in this group who are more inclined towards data science and AI, you can always reach out to us, our team, and we will be able to do some evaluation of your profile, whether you are a right fit for that program or not, and we can help you out. Now, this program is listed at Indian rupees, but if I just convert it into US dollars, it's around 59 US dollars. So you can definitely go through this program. I will send the link in the chat box, and I will also request the organizers to add it as a deliverable, so that people can go through it. And I will also like to give a WhatsApp group link, so that you anybody who is interested to learn this potentially can join that group. And in that group, I am also one of the admins. In case you want to talk to me, you don't want to chat in the group, you want to talk to me separately, always feel free to reach out to me, and I will be able to get some time and discuss with you and help you in your journey. So the WhatsApp group link is also provided in the chat box. That's it. I would like to keep it short, and over to the organizers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sat. Okay, and for inviting us, to learn more about AI with the program you have presented to us. Thank you so much.
Thank
So we will now proceed. We will now begin the technical session focusing on applied sciences, engineering, and management. Our first presenter is Dr. Epsita Nanda, who will present on bridging science and innovation, AI-driven approaches in engineering and management. Please welcome Dr. Epsita Nanda.
Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yeah, I'm sharing my
Okay.
screen. Hope it is visible.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible and you are
Yeah.
audible.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, like, our theme is like making the bridge of science and innovation, AI-driven approach in engineering and management. So that is the theme, which is very innovative, and we can say that this is a tool reshaping the industry, right? So AI is no longer just a futuristic concept; it's building a transformation. We can say, right? So in reshaping the industry, we require. So, in this case, like we can say that AI role in design, automation, and predictive maintenance, we are getting the concept of like major role, right? Major role we are playing for the transformation. So that's what is like we are focusing on design automation. We are focusing on predictive maintenance, then supply chain optimization, enhanced project management, etc. And we are doing the prediction over here. So AI is transforming engineering management by enabling the data driven decision making and automation. So it processes vast database to uncover trends, optimize repetitive tasks, and enhance the predictive maintenance, reducing the downtime and the cost, which is a major focus on. Because we require quality of data as well as lesser cost and lesser time. Within that time, we need to focus on many things. So AI to simulate design before prototyping. It is utilized in this way. So engineers always focus on implementation of work. So industries is also operational and it is also focusing on AI, and everywhere AI is utilized. So, like evolution, if you see, it started with AI in 1956 and now it is integrated, right? So, integration means what? It's like we can say today AI is deeply integrated into engineering practices from design automation to real time monitoring. So, this timeline highlights AI rapid progression and from theoretical research to the real world applications. That is the integration. That is the integration between
I think we've lost connection from Dr. Nanda. She's back already. She's back. Okay, ma'am, you may continue presenting your screen.
yeah. Uh, Sorry, it's like I think some network issue was there. So, as I was focusing on design and simulation, like design and simulation, like we are into a world of hardware and software integration, right? So, we require design and implementation, which is very much required, right? Simulation is conducted on software and design is on hardware. So, for which we are utilizing CAD tools, product development, analytical analysis, because we get many data, right? So quality of data's measurement is very much required, and segmentation, clustering of data are very much required, right? So that is the thing that AI can generate multiple design alternates in seconds and optimize for both functionality and uh, analytical, we can see. So this reduces development time and improves the innovation. So if we are doing some analytical work, why not to focus on manufacturing and automation? Because here we are getting lot of concept, like we can say that efficiency and effectiveness is playing a major role. So for which we are taking the predictive maintenance, like downtime by 95%, thorough real-time analysis going on. Then we is focusing on the cost saving, that is AI driven optimizes the cost, low cost, that is expenses should be lower significantly. Then error reduction is also in place in measure role. So many things are there. So for which we can say that this graph here shows how AI has enhanced production rate while minimizing the error over time. So companies like Tesla use AI-powered robots to streamline assembly lines and demonstrating AI's transformative impact. So that's what is the thing, right? So here, like supply chain and logistic, you can see predictive analysis, smart procurement, then global optimization and automatic logistic. So that's like global optimization. If you are talking about, then it manages international logistics seamlessly. If you are talking about predictive analysis, that is forecasting demands, then automated logistics, then that is the AI driven expedite. You can say because we have to order, we have to encapsule all the things, and we have to fulfill all the orders, right? So, for example, we can consider over here Amazon, which uses AI for warehouse automation and delivery route optimization, ensuring faster and the cost-effective logistics. So that's what is the magic of the AI tools. So, like project management, decision making is also one of the major uh, thing which enhances the prediction management and decision making, right? So, goal identification, AI analyzes past projects to set realistic objective. Then we need to optimize the team allocation based on skill and workload. And predictive analysis, we can say that foresee potential future strategies. And tools with Microsoft Project AI helps, or we can say helps managers automate scheduling and risk mitigation, ensuring project stay on track. That's what that's what it indicates. So quality control and risk management, you can see over here, anomaly detection, predictive analysis, real-time monitoring, risk management. Like AI is a backbone, and machine learning is the subset of AI, and deep learning is the subset of machine learning. That's what is taken over here, right? So anomaly detection, you can see the technology is machine learning, predictive analysis is data analytic, and real-time monitoring IoT devices, because we need to gather all the data, right, through the sensors. Who is collecting? That is the sensors which are connected, right? Those are connected with the internet. They are collecting all the data, and then we are doing the predictive algorithm, predictive analysis. That is the risk management. You can see the technology is the predictive algorithm. So we need to understand each and every category, right? So category is also important. Sustainable engineering pyramid says that optimizing energy use with AI driven HVAC systems, right? It enhances solar wind power efficiency. Predictive analysis minimize industrial waste. And for instance, we can say that Google use AI to reduce data center energy consumption by 40%, showcasing how AI supports eco-friendly engineering. So that's what is the concept we have to think of. Then financially, if you are taking, there is a risk management over here, right? Like financial forecasting, fraud detection, process optimization, then customer management, risk management, and the performance analysis, the last one. So we need to, and this one you can see that human AI collaboration, that is human to machine in engineering, if you say, right? So in that case, if you are considering the human AI collaboration, in that case, it will be like we need to have successful AI integration. Otherwise, how you will be collaborating with a machine, right? So we need to make them understand. We make to make the machine understand the data. They learn from the data, right? So successful AI integration relies on engineering, on collaboration between the human and the machine. That's what we need to identify, we need to integrate, we need to collaborate, we need to evaluate and iterate. So is the condition. So the case study over here, like we can see, we can take the practical example of NASA, that NASA where AI analysts or analyzes the spacecraft data while engineers interpret the rules for mission and take the critical decision, because decision making is also a part of our AI. So that's what. And then let us go to the SWOT analysis over here, because SWOT analysis also plays an important role, because strength, weakness, and
Again, I guess we have having some okay, she's back again. Okay, Dr. Nanda,
Thank you
please
so much.
proceed.
Hello, Ma'am Nada. Good morning.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation.
thank you.
This time, in line to the research you presented, I have to ask how this study significantly contribute to social, economic needs, and sustainability.
Like,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your question, Professor Marjan B. and Slag. However, we reserve our question to give ample time for the presenters. We will reserve our question towards the end of the presentation so that the presenters will can present continuously. Would that be
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Prof?
yeah,
Prof.
of course.
Marjan? Okay. So
If you give me
maybe
few
we
seconds, I
can
can
ask
answer it.
Dr. Yes, no, Dr. Nanda, can we
Okay.
ask you to please proceed to your presentation first before answering the question of
Thank you.
Professor Anislag, because it is in our program that we're going to answer questions later on after the presentation of all presenters.
Yes,
Would
Okay.
ma'am.
that be
Thank you,
okay,
ma'am.
Dr. Nanda?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, would that be okay, Dr. Anislag?
Yes, ma'am. That's
Okay,
okay.
thank you so much, sir. So we will proceed to the presentation of Dr. Nanda.
Actually, my presentation is over.
So, Madam, the last slide you have been
Okay. So
presenting
okay.
is the last slide.
Yeah.
Have you ever, is that would that conclude your presentation, Dr. Nanda?
Yeah.
Okay, so with that, we are very thank you. We're very thankful, no, for that remarkable presentation, Dr. Nanda. Again,
Thank you.
should we have any question, we have to reserve that question for to give time and for all the presenters. Okay, so our next presenter is Ram Krishna Virma, who will present on transforming medical diagnostics with deep learning, cutting-edge image analysis for disease detection. Okay, please join me in welcoming Ram Krishna Virma. Birma, please let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm glad to present my paper here. Let me share my screen first. Yes, I hope my screen is visible.
Yes, it's visible and you are audible, sir. You may proceed.
Yes, once again, I'm glad here to present my paper. My paper presentation title comes Transforming Medical Diagnosis with the Deep Learning Cutting Edge Image Analysis for Disease Detections. I'm here to present my paper along with my co-author, Mr. Venkatesh Kumar. He's from another university with the Gopalanan Singh University. And here I can see the references for both authors. These are the abstract of my papers. The integration of deep learning into medical diagnosis has introduced in the modern time of advancement is essentially processing capabilities of medicinal imaging, illness, and discovery. This paper dives into transforming part of deep learning calculations in upgrading existence, productivity, and awareness, quality, and semantics. Basically, I would like to give some key benefits for my paper, like what I am going to research it further. Like there will be some key benefits with the early detections. The deep learning in early detections, there will be deep learning algorithms. It can identify subtitle patterns in medical images and enabling early detections of disease such as cancers and diabetic and cardiologist conditions. And another key benefits are improved. It will be improving the accuracy, like with the AI powered systems, reduce diagnosis errors by minimizing human bias and variability, and leading to more accurate diagnosis. In better, we can say it is going to improve the accurate of diagnosis of any kind of disease with the deep learning. Especially, will be the impact in the cancer disease and diabetic especially. And then another key benefits is enhancing the patient's outcomes like early detections, and it will accurate the diagnosis, enabling timely interventions, and improving the patient's outcomes, and reducing mortality rates. And here I have there is a description of my problem. This presentation explore the revolutionary impact of deep learning on medical diagnosis, focusing on its ability to enhance the accuracy and efficiency and reliability in disease detections through automated image analysis. We delve into the state of art and deep learning models such as a convolutional neural network and reinforcement neural networks, then application across radiology and oncology and cardiology. Then some application across what I have identified for my research as in the across medical specialists. So in dermatology and oncology. In this, I'm going to implement with the AI assisted detection of tumors in medical scans such as MRI and CT scan. Then we'll talk about dermatology. It will be the identification of malignant and begins skin lesions using dermoscopics and images. So some challenges, overcome challenges I have identified with the data ability and regulatory compliances. With data ability, there will be partnership between the AI developers and healthcare institutions can help create standard data sets. And also some benefits are there. I have identified some benefits what are going to come some outcome for my research. Like it is going to improve the diagnosis accuracy, and it will be increase the efficiency. Like automated images analysis can streamline clinical workflow and freeing up the healthcare professionals to focus on high value risk. And also it is going to impact on some cost savings like reducing diagnosis error and improving patients outcomes, and increased efficiency can lead to the significant cost saving. And some best impact what I've identified is personalizing medicines. Like deep learning can help tailor treatments plans to individual patient based on the unique unique characteristics. So and there will be some early detection impact, and also some population health management. And the last impact will be in the field of medical research achievement advancement. Like basically it will be with the AI assistant diagnosis can accelerate medical research by identifying some usual patterns and correlations. And there will be the future scope. I have there will be some good future scope of this which I have identified. I would like to tell verbally here. And there will be integrations with wearable devices. Like deep learning can analyze data from wearable devices to detect health anomalies and predict disease onset. The second future scope might be telemedicines and remote monitoring. It is going to play a vital roles in the upcoming futures. like remote monitoring systems. It will be completely based on the AI-assisted diagnosis, can enable remote monitoring and telemedicines, expanding access to the healthcare services. And another future scope can be synthetic data generations. Will be basically with the deep learning, it can generate the synthetic data to augment real world data set, improving model accuracy and robustness. And the last future scope, it is very, very important nowadays in current trends, which will be expandable AI. Future scope will be focusing on developing explainable AI models that provide transparent and interpretable results, building trust in AI assistant diagnosis. And here is this conclusion of my research paper. Some key, there will be transformative potentials. Deep learning significantly enhance the diagnostic accuracy and efficiency, enabling early and disease detections. And with the point of clinical impact, the deep learning models automate repetitive tasks, reduce clinical burden, and support personalized treatment plans. Challenges remain as usual. The data privacy, integrity, and data set diversity require ongoing attention. Basically, this is the main challenges. We talk about the data privacy and interpretability. It is common, but here I identified it will be the main focus area, the challenges which I have to focus on, and the future outlook at innovations like federated learning and explainable AI promises to address limitations, expands deep learning accessibility, and under-reserved regions. In short, I'll say the focus is on completely like adapting the deep learning technology with in the transformative healthcare sectors, so that in order to improve the treatment and the monitoring system, like as I earlier told, like it is a part of early disease detection. So completely it will be improving the treatment outcomes. My main focus is to focus on outcome in early detections and predict outcomes and inform the public health policy. Apart from that, deep learning is not just an increment improvement, but an paradigm shift in the medical diagnosis, as we define these technologies with collaboration between AI researchers and healthcare professionals will critical to the ensures ethical and scalable equipment. The future of diagnosis lies at the intersections of AI and clinical expertise. As we all know that nowadays AI is being a bigger part in the coming research trend. So as usual, wherever the possibles, we try to adopt the AI accessibility in the part of our research. So apart from deep learning, I am also focusing on this intersection of AI and clinical expertise, searching in the era of early interventions and preventive medicines. These are the references which I have taken. Thank you. Thank you for giving these opportunities. If you have queries, do let me know.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Ram Krishna Verma, for your fascinating presentation on deep learning in medical diagnostics. Now, I was advised that I may be able to entertain a question or two right after every presentation. So, for Professor Anislag, you may throw your question to Dr. Nanda right after the cue or question, if there is any, for Ram Krishna Verma. Is there any question for the presentation of Ram Krishna Verma?
Hi, good afternoon. Yes, I have some questions about Dr. Verma's presentation a while ago.
Okay, go ahead,
Hi.
Mr. Professor Taruk. Okay.
Hi, good morning. So, your talk about finding the medical diagnostics using AI, that's actually personally insightful. My question here is, given the challenges that we are currently facing on the availability of data, especially in the medical fields now, how do you think the paper or how do you think the research would be able to handle the challenges concerning data privacy, given that the majority of, or since we are also on that um, topic of using machine learning within the medical sector, one of the growing concerns as well is the availability of data with regards to, say, for example, accessing the medical records of patients to be used for training data. How is the research able to handle such challenges?
Yes, basically the challenges will be in the data privacy. And in data privacies, there will be protected health informations, PHI we say, and they will be focusing on data breaches in the when we talk about challenges. And again, when we talk about challenges, there will be some re-identification risk, which we talk about protecting against the re-identification of patients from anonymized and de-identified data. And data breaches, when we talk about data breaches, they will be preventing unauthorized access, theft, or loss of sensitive patients' data. Where generally whatever the hospitals we come around, that the hospitals are very crucial, like they're very sick to maintain the data of patients, like the patient data should not be leaked. So the main challenges of what we are facing nowadays, like there will be some data breaches are being happening across. So it will be preventing unauthorized access, theft, and loss of sensitive patient data. And when we talk about PHI, which is protected health information, that it will be ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and ability of PHI. And the privacy model should be model interventions attacks, which is preventing attacks from aim to reconstruct sensitive patient data from model outputs. And the second one is model extraction attack, protecting against the attacks that aims to steal or replicate the deep learning model. The third privacy model, which will be membership interference attack, preventing attacks that aims to determine whether a specific patient data was used to train the model. So specific challenges, what I would like to focus on, like overfitting and data leakage and explainability and interpretability. Overfitting is like preventing model from the memorizing sensitive patient data, which can lead to the privacy breaches. These are the challenges. Some and regular challenges will be HIPAA compliances, like which is ensuring compliance with the Health Insurance or Portability and Accountability Act, which is we known as, in short, we say HIPAA regulations, and GDPR compliances, which ensuring the compliance with general data protection regulation, GDPR regulation. Basically, we will utilize this. We can improve these challenges with using the communications cloud, basically. And third, regulatory challenges can be mentioned in the state and local regulations, which is navigating varying state and local regulations regarding healthcare and data privacy. So with that, I would like to some more point in the challenges, like it with the, because it is already linked with the like related to the human factors. So basically, the first factors can be focused on with data sharing and consent, ensuring patients understand the risk and benefits of sharing the data for deep learning researchers, especially. Then transparency and accountability. In that, we provide transparency into the deep learning model and development and deployment and decision making process. These are the challenges we can face on, and we can improve this with the deep learning challenges, and especially we can also adopt a communication cloud with it.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Doc. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you
you
so
so much.
much. I hope
Thank you
that
again for giving me this
answers the question of Professor Taruk. Now we will move on to so that we will move on to Professor Anislag to throw his question for Dr. Nanda. Dr. Nanda?
Thank you so much, ma'am. I think Dr. Nanda and Dr. Verma have already presented their papers. Am I right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
Okay, my question for Dr. Nanda, how does the how does the the findings of your study significantly contribute to social, economic needs, and sustainability, particularly in your country?
As like AI, we can connect with financial sustainability. So we can discuss like AI is transforming the finance into a force for sustainability, that is ESG, that is economical. We can consider, we can also, one more E we can consider, that is environmental and social and governance. So that is ESG. So investing relies on AI to analyze the companies, right? So sustainability performance like guiding ethical investment, we are considering in that. And also we can say that it also assesses climate related risk on portfolios and helping institutions to avoid assess fraud. This is very much like we should be vigilant on the fraud analysis, right? So much it is rising sea level or droughts. We have to see that also. So, for example, we can say that BlackRock uses AI for sustainable aligned with net zero. This is a word that is net zero goals we should consider. So AI detects fraudulence, we can say, fraud analysis transactions, ensuring transparency in green financing. So net zero and green financing, that is the focus. And this is the answer I would like to say.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much for your explanation. Okay, let us proceed to Dr. Verma. My question to you, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam, you are audible, and
Thanks.
your answer suffices your answer suffice the query of
Thank you so
Professor
much.
Anislan. Yes.
Thank you
Yes,
so
He's
much.
ma'am.
now throwing a question for Mr. Burma.
Okay, Dr.
Thank you,
Verma.
Madam Nanda.
Okay, my question to you, sir. How does the findings of your study address gaps in existing research and provide innovative solutions to social, economic, and sustainability challenges?
Can you repeat your query, sir, again?
Okay. How does the findings of your study address gaps in existing research and provide innovative solutions to social, economic, and sustainability challenges?
Okay, sir, Professor Burma, he is asking, Professor Anslag is asking for any gaps that has been answered by your study. Is there any gap in the, especially in the industry of medicine or in the fields of medicine that has been answered by your study, sir?
Yes, actually, I have some identified in especially in adversarial attack and privacy preventing deep learning. Like I'm focusing on developing scalable and efficient privacy preserving techniques. Apart from that, I'm also focusing on integrating privacy preserving techniques with deep learning frameworks. Similarly, it will be integrating the privacy preserving techniques with popular deep learning frameworks. And by this, there will be some bias like it regularly compliances and fairness in ensuring the fairness in deep learning models. Like it will be, I'll be creating a model that will be ensuring the fairness and equity in the decision making process.
Okay,
Okay,
sir,
thank you so much. I hope it's already answered the question of Professor Anislan. Okay,
Yes,
we will now
ma'am.
move on to our third. Thank you so much, Dr. Professor Burma and Professor Anislan. We will now move on to our third presenter, who is Sulkar Nain Nabi, who will be presenting on leveraging artificial intelligence for precision agriculture, a digital farming approach to enhance crop yield, resource efficiency, and sustainability. Let us now welcome Sulkar Nain Nabi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Please give me a moment to share my screen.
Okay. Take your time in preparing your presentation, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Is it visible?
Yes, you are visible and audible.
Yeah, thank you so much. I just need a moment to set up. Now, am I visible? Is my screen visible now?
Yes, but it is not it is not in a slideshow presentation.
Okay.
You have to you have to press the slideshow for the full screen.
Now,
Not, yeah, you press F5.
sorry.
It is not yet still in a slideshow presentation. We can see your screen, but it is not in a slideshow presentation.
Just a minute, ma'am. Just a minute. Well, is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible, sir. You may click the slide for transition if you cannot press the slideshow button.
Well, I'm already on my slideshow
This
screen.
one, to the technical department, technical committee, could you please help our presenter to make it in the state of presentation? You have to click the button at the
Well, can I? Well, is it, well, I mean, I'm sharing my PPT screen. Is that the problem?
No, it's not, but you have to change the screen from time to time so that it will be on precise a slide based on your presentation. You may go ahead, sir. You may start your presentation, Sir Nabi.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, for that, I mean, oh, yeah, I just got it. Is it visible now?
Yes.
Is
Yes,
it?
it is. Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Just a moment now. Yeah, is it? Is it visible,
Yes,
ma'am?
sir. You may now proceed. You may now proceed.
Yeah, thank you. So sorry for the inconvenience I caused. Well, good morning. It's morning in India. So good morning, everyone. I'm Zulkarnain Nabi. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to present my paper, along with my teammates Anchal Kumari, Arman Siddiqui, and Dr. Ipsitananda. Well, I'm really excited to present our research titled Leveraging Artificial Intelligence for Precision Agricultural, a digital farming approach to enhance crop yield, resource efficiency, and sustainability. Well, our entire work explores how AI can transform farming into a smarter, more sustainable practice. I'll try to move my, yeah. Moving ahead, here is a quick overview of our research. The global agricultural sector faces immense pressure, rising food demand, climate change, shrinking resources, threatened productivity. Well, what's our solution? Precision agriculture powered by AI, IoT, and big data. We have developed a digital farming system where IoT sensors collect real-time data on soil, weather, and crops, while AI analytics optimize irrigation, fertilization, and pest control. We are testing this in a pilot forms to measure its impact on yield, efficiency, and sustainability. However, challenges like high costs, data decision making, and privacy remain, especially in developing regions. Our study aims to provide actionable insights for farmers, businessmen, and policymakers to make AI driven farming accessible and effective. Well, moving to my third slide, which is introductory part of our research paper. Well, agriculture today is grappling with three big challenges. Let me quote all the three challenges, which are population growth driving food demand, unpredictable crop cycles due to climate change, and limited resources like water and arable land. This is where precision agriculture comes in, a tech-driven approach to make farming more efficient, productive, and sustainable. AI is the game changer here. Let me just explain how. It offers real-time a monitoring system and predictive insights, integrating seamlessly with IoT and big data. Our research goal is simple yet ambitious: to develop an AI-driven system that revolutionizes farming practices, making them smarter, more resilient. Well, you can see a picture here, a farmer holding his tab. I mean, this is what we are trying to do. We are trying to make some real advancements that makes the life of farmers more easy. Well, moving to the next slide, which is the literature review. So it basically explains precision agriculture isn't new. I mean, it has started way before with GPS and remote sensing. As I mean, there are like my references, Smith. They have used IoT, brought real time into the mix, according to, and also according to Kumar and Patel, who did their research in 2018. More recently, AI advancements like machine learning for yield protection and predictive analytics for resource management as well have taken it further. But there are gaps, as always. Small scale farmers often miss out due to limited integration of AI and IoT, plus high costs and skill shortages. What is our basically what's our contribution? It is we are proposing a scalable yet sustainable model that bridges the gaps, making precision agricultural practical for more farmers. Uh, Now, moving to our methodology of our research paper. So, how did we do it? Our methodology has three key steps. First, data collection. We developed IoT sensors to monitor soil health like moisture and nutrients, water conditions, and crop growth metrics in real time. Second is data processing. AI algorithms crunch this data using predictive analytics, supported by a big data platform that integrates all these inputs. Uh, Third, implementation, which is the most important one. AI recommendations, we are testing the system in pilot forms, optimizing irrigation, fertilization, and pest control. AI recommendations and AI recommendations. Finally, we evaluate the results, looking at the crop yield, resource efficiency, and environmental impact. Think of it as a smart, feedback loop that sensors feed data, AI processes it, and farmers act on it. That's the whole structure, uh, and all tailored to real world condition. Now, proceeding further, it's the basic block diagram that shows that simplifies the research. Yeah. So our system starts with input from IoT sensors, capturing soil, weather, and crop data. This feeds into an AI platform, the brain of the operation, where predictive models and analytics process everything. The output, actionable recommendations for farmers, like when to irrigate and when to apply fertilizer. And it's a continuous cycle. Feedback from from the farm refines the system over time. This block diagram, simply simplifies a complex process, showing how technology and agriculture can work hand in hand. Yeah. So breaking down this flow chart, I'll just explain it like shortly. That it starts with collecting real-time data via IoT sensors. That data is transmitted to cloud-based AI system. I would repeat it. The data is transmitted to cloud AI system for analysis. The AI then generates specific farming recommendations like irrigate now. Like when there will be a requirement of irrigation, so it will give a command like irrigate now or apply pest control here. We implement these strategies in our pilot farms, monitor the outcomes, and refine the system based on what we learn. It's a straightforward yet a powerful process that turns raw data into practical farming decision and like step to step. So the next slide is about results and discussion. So under monitoring soil, under monitoration, soil monitoring is most popular at 13%, as you can see in the slide, and followed by temperature monitoring at 12%, and both humidity and animal monitoring at 11%, water monitoring at 7%, while air and disease monitoring is at 5%. Yeah, these trends highlight how emphasis on tracking environmental factors, though there is a room to grow in areas like disease monitoring. As you can see in the next section, which shows that looking at the future growth, fertilization monitoring at 4% and disease monitoring at 5% shows significant potential for IoT integration. These areas could play a big role in improving crop health and sustainability. Yeah. So moving to the next slide, which is about the benefits of AI in farming. So our AI-driven precision agriculture system boosts yield, efficiency, and sustainability, with pilot tests showing a real promise for digital farming. Looking ahead, we see exciting opportunities. We want to scale this for small holder farmers, integrate renewable energy to cut costs, and tackle privacy concerns with secure data protocols. Collaborations with policymakers will be a key to driving widespread adoption. The goal is a future where farming is not just productive but resilient and sustainable for all. So that is the basic goal of our entire work, our entire research, to make it available for farmers and to make the farming future more resilient and sustainable. Yeah. So these are our key references, which I mentioned here, as you can check out. So yeah, that was my time. Thank you so much for your attention. I would love to have questions you may have. Thank you.
Yay, okay. Thank you so much, Professor Sulkal Naim Nabi, for sharing your innovative work in AI and agriculture. Again, I was allowed to entertain a question or two for each presenter. Is there any question from the participants?
Hi. Yes, I have another question here to Sir Gopal. Yeah. So,
Okay, proceed.
so just one question here. So since your paper is about precision agriculture, no, how does your paper or your research able to cater the challenges in IoT integration and latency in AI big data? Concerning that, since your paper is focused more
So sorry to interrupt. I mean, you're
on
not clearly audible. So sorry to interrupt. Can you please repeat?
sorry, my audio is not clear.
Yes,
Okay.
audio is not so clear. Could you please,
Not clear.
I
One
guess you
moment.
can, maybe if you cannot slow it down, you can write it at that. Maybe you can use our chat box to type your question, sir. It would be best. Would it
Okay, sure.
okay? Would it be
Yeah, that
okay,
would work.
Sir
Yeah, that
Taruk,
would work.
Professor?
Yeah, that would work for me as well.
Yes,
Okay,
it would
sure.
be
I'll
best if
just
you
plug
can
in
type
my
the
question.
question because something is wrong with the audio.
All right. Okay. We can proceed. I'll just type my question and it can just be answered offline.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Miss Cynthia, we can still proceed.
Are we going to move on to the next presenter while you are typing your question, sir? And ask
Thank
the
you. Thank you.
presenter, ask Dr. Professor Nadi to answer it later. Would
Yeah,
it,
Yeah,
sure.
sure, sure.
would it be okay with you,
Yeah, yeah.
Professor Taruk? Okay, so also okay with Professor Nabi. Okay, so we will move on to our next presenter. Our fourth presenter is Maridel Carrera Estira. We will present on IoT-based soil nutrients detector with crop suitability and fertilizer recommender system. Please welcome Maridel Carrera Estira.
Good morning. So I share my screen, I think, or is it visible?
It's visible and you are audible, madam. All you have to do is
You?
slideshow it.
So again, good afternoon to our uh to the participants of this conference. Good afternoon. So honored to present our research entitled IoT-based soil nutrient with crop suitability and fertilizer recommender system. Background regarding the authors of this paper. So yours truly, Meridel CST, Assistant Professor of the College of Information Technology of Don Mariano Marcos Memorial State University, La Union, Philippines, and my co-author, Dr. Richard N. Monreal, at the College of Graduate Studies, AMA University, and also a part-time professor of graduate studies at Mapu University, Philippines. Soil is actually very important, has a very important role in terms of crop productivity and its growth. So crop needs enough soil nutrients for their development. And in addition to that, aligning crop selection with soil nutrients profile not only supports individual farmers' success but also promotes broader agricultural sustainability and ecosystem health. So there are already studies conducted relative to this. So development of IoT devices, integration of machine learning algorithms or techniques, exploring machine learning in soil nutrients properties prediction, conducting fertilizer recommender system. So with that, aim is to develop a device that will determine soil properties or parameters, and then after we also integrate machine learning techniques for the crop suitability and develop a system or an application for fertilizer recommendation. So in the Philippines, agriculture, forestry, and fishing reported 1.8% decline on their report. In Ilocos region, since Philippines have 12 regions, in Ilocos region, it is known for producing a wide range of agricultural products such as rice, corn, tobacco, sugarcane. So one of the gaps is the agricultural sector recover since the downtime economies in 2021 due to African swine fever and COVID-19 pandemic and disastrous typhoons are being encountered in the region. So with that, as I mentioned a while back, the aim of this study is to develop a device, an IoT device that will detect soil nutrients parameters, an app to view soil parameters detected, and machine learning employed for the crop suitability, and different algorithms are being tested and select the best model in terms of its performance, like accuracy, precision, recall, fertilizer recommender that will be developed selected crop or recommended crop. So that's the general objective of the study. Specifically, here are our objectives. So develop the IoT based prototype that detects soil nutrients as the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Develop a model for employing the different machine learning techniques and develop an app for the crop suitability and fertilizer recommendation. So from the data set being collected, the soil data set being collected from the Department of Agriculture, data are being pre-processed, modeling are conducted, and evaluation are also performed, seeing the three algorithms. And then from that, it was integrated in the application named as Soil Fortify app. So an IoT device was developed, and then the data are being viewed in the mobile application, and all data collected are also being saved in the web application. So the web application and mobile application are synchronized. Main features of the application, the Soil Fortify app, as I mentioned, is for crop suitability and for fertilizer recommender. So the farmer or the end user has the option to select a crop and then ask what is the recommended fertilizer, or based from the detected soil what is or what are the different crops that is suitable based on my profile. So this is significant for farmers, for them to check if their crop or if their crops are really aligned the soil parameters detected, to the different landowners, to the different research that may conduct relative or similar to this study, to the Department of Agriculture here in Region 1 for synchronized and management of data, especially the different results of soil parameters conducted in their office. So part of my methodology, of course, is for the its hardware and software requirements. So it is reflected here, the different parts of the device. For the crop suitability, so I mentioned machine learning techniques and the three algorithms used, specifically random forestry, decision tree, and logistic regression. And third is the crop nutrient requirements. So for us, it is necessary to determine the different nutrients needed for specific crop. And of course, the fertilizer formulation. In the development of the mobile application and web application, so here are the tools. So we have Java as its programming. One is for the mobile application, Android Studio for its IDE. The web application, we have C# as its programming language. For the styling, CSS, we have Java. And for Visual Studio as for the IDE, and for its database. For the circuit diagram of the developed device, so it consists of 4 modules, the 7-in-1 sensor or the soil sensor, followed by the RS85 for connecting the soil sensor to the Arduino device, and then for the Bluetooth module. Next, when it comes to its crop suitability employing machine learning techniques, the 3 algorithms. So random forestry demonstrates the best performance of cross-validation accuracy, precision, recall, and F1. So that was integrated onto the developed device. And this was actually the interface of the developed device. So for the first figure, so as I mentioned, the app name as Soil Fortify. So the crop, you have the option to select, or the option later on to ask for a recommendation, what is a specific crop. So in this presentation, vector bitter gourd, and then the soil or the sensor will pin to the soil, and here reflected here are the sample data on the device, which is composed of the different parameters like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, temperature, moisture, pH level, and electrical conductivity. So based from that, another feature of the developed application, have the recommended rate, or for the fertilizer, here is the recommended rate for that crop and for that based on that soil parameter. So 90-67, so that means 90% of nitrogen, 60% of phosphorus and 7% of potassium. So the recommended fertilizer is 1 bag per complete nitrogen, the NPK, 5.3 bags per hectare of urea. So that's the name of the specific fertilizer. And then 1.7 bags per hectare of uh, muriate of potash. So that is mobile application feature. For the web application feature, uh, all the data that are being tested will be viewed in mobile application, and then from the mobile application will send to the web application. So here all the sample data that are being tested using the device. So that actually ends my presentation. So once again, thank you for listening.
Okay, so thank you so much, Professor Maridel Carrera Estira, for your insightful talk on IoT-based system for agriculture. Is there any question for our presenter?
Madam, good afternoon. So, this time I have to ask question to Dr. Nabi and Dr. Estera. Dr. Nabi
Okay,
is
you
available.
may start throwing your question.
Okay. This question is for Dr. Nabi. My question to you, sir, is if a small-scale farmer in a developing region adopts AI-driven precision agriculture, how can this technology help them optimize crop yield while managing limited resources?
May I, Professor Anislag? May I butt in?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
guess it would be best if you throw your question first to Professor Maridel, and then
Estera.
yes, Estira, and
Yes,
then
ma'am.
you may, I suggest, type the question for Dr. Nabi, since we have a pending question for Dr. Nabi also, so that if you're going to give him the table, he may answer the two questions in the chat box. Would that be okay,
Noted,
sir?
ma'am. Yes,
So
ma'am, it is
first, throw
okay.
your question to Ma'am Estira, and then type your question to Dr. Nabi, to Professor Nabi, so that he can answer the questions in the chat box simultaneously
Yes.
and
Yes, ma'am. No
continuously.
worry.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. This time I have to ask question to Dr. Estera. Madam, your presentation is very interesting. Likewise, your conducted research. No? My question for you, if small-scale farmers aim to increase productivity while minimizing costs, how can the integration of IoT-based tools streamline resource management and enhance efficiency?
Okay. So actually in the region right now, the current situation is that for farmers, if they want to test their soils, they need to go to their office. Now with the device, they can just simply test their soil in their place alone without going to their office, and from that they will be aware on the status of the the soil health, and then without again to their office, as part of the feature of the device, they are not particular fertilizer that they can apply on their crops, whose it will really help them improve the productivity of their crops.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so thank you so much. No, awesome. Would there be any question for Professor Estira?
वेबसाइट दिखावा नहीं तो मैम डाल देते हैं ना उसमें, हमको बोल देते हैं कि ड्यू टू लेक्चर बिजी हैं तो वेबसाइट दिखा मैं कर दूंगी.
But then in last class we won't be getting the presentation certificate.
Afternoon. Is there any question for Professor Ifira?
My mistake है कि मैंने थोड़ा सा रेडी करने में
Hello, my audio is clear. Okay. My audio is clear na po.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Taru.
Hi. Also another question for Professor Steer. So about your paper as well. So you presented also that soil analysis can also be done more on the crop levels, right? So based on the research that you have conducted, are there specific scope on the types of crops that your system is able to analyze the soil from? My point here is that what specific vegetables or perhaps crops that your prototype is able to provide a recommendation for?
Sir,
And
thank
are
you.
they also just specific to the certain region where it's great?
Yes, sir. Actually, this study is intended for the region 1. So there are
उन्होंने
really
बोला कि
selected
3 के
there are
बाद
really
में
selected
शुरू होगा
crop that is
अभी 1 का
part
तो
of the
चल
study.
रहा है
So part of the
तो
limitation
और है
is selected crops in region 1 are really the scope of the study, like a while back the corn, tobacco, sugarcane, and so on. So not all vegetables or crops covered, let's say in or found in the Philippines, are covered in the study. So just limit in region 1, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. That's all. I'm good.
Okay, so thank you so much. So while waiting for the question of Prof. Anislag, there's a question already, no? In the chat box. May I call on Professor Nain Nabi to
Yes,
please answer the question, the 2 questions at the chat box, sir. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
thank you so much. Well, I would like to take the first question from Professor Taro. Thank you so much for your question, sir. I would repeat the question. What was the question asked? So it was, how does our research cater to the challenge in IoT integration and big data latency for time critical situation in farming, such as sudden weather change and harvest time, right? So yeah, basically what our research is about. It's our research tackles the challenges of IoT integration and big data latency in precision agriculture by designing a system that ensures the rapid reliance responses for time critical situations like sudden weather change or optical harvest timing, which you mentioned. We deploy IoT sensors to collect real time on soil, weather, and crop conditions. So we already have deployed the IoT sensors, which are or predictive algorithm which are predicting weather already. So a farmer is already aware about the situations which are going to prevail in future. So that is the one thing, and also the next point is, I mean, this all integrated seamlessly with our AI driven platform. And to overcome IoT connective issues, especially in remote areas, we likely leverage edge computing processing data locally on devices to minimize reliance on constant internet access and speed up decision making, basically. And for big data latency, our research prioritize real time data streams and uses, which I already mentioned, predictive analytics to quickly process critical inputs, delivering actionable recommendations like adjusting irrigation, irrigation before a storm, or pinpointing the perfect harvest moment. So that's how it predicts the any disaster which might prevail. And yeah, I hope that answers your question, sir.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much. So next question was from sorry, I'm missing the name. So I'll just quote the question.
Professor Anislag.
Yeah,
Professor
thank
Anislag. Okay.
yeah, thank you so much, sir, for the question. I would repeat the question here for all the participants. So it was if a small scale farmer in developing regions adopts AI-driven precision agriculture, which is our research, how can this technology assist in optimizing crop yield while effectively managing limited resources? A good question. Again, thank you for the question. Well, for a small scale farmer in developing region adopting our AI-driven precision agriculture system, this technology offers practical ways to optimize crop yield while managing limited resources effectively. Our system uses affordable IoT sensors to collect real-time data on soil moisture, nutrient level, patterns, and crop health, which is then processed by AI algorithms to provide tailored recommendations. For example, I'll just quote an example for better understanding. The AI can pinpoint exactly when and how to irrigate and how much to irrigate, uh, reducing water use by up to 20%, as seen in our pilot testers, crucial for farmers with scarce water access. It also optimizes fertilizer application, cutting usage by 25%, which is huge, while still boosting yield by around 15%. So this shows how this model or this research helps the farmers in variety of ways. I hope this answers your question, sir.
Okay, Professor Enslag. I hope that answers your question. Okay, thank you so much, Professor Surkal Nainabi, for answering the 2 questions at our chat box. We will now proceed to our PIP
Thank you,
presenter.
ma'am.
Thank you so much, Sir Naive. We will now proceed to our PIP presenter, Yoaniki Kaber, presenting on sustainable management of ecotourism, case study in Dampier Strait of Marine Protected Area, Raja Ampat, Southeast Papua Province, Indonesia. Sir, do we have Yunaki Kabir with us already? I think Yunaki Kabir is not yet in the meet, no, or in the conference. So we will move on to our next presenter, Yubraj R. Badahe, who will present on advanced tool condition monitoring for high performance machining, a review. Sir?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, sir.
Just a moment.
You may now proceed, sir.
Yeah. I'm just sharing my screen. You can see my screen?
Not yet, sir.
You can see?
Yes, sir. We can already see your presentation and you are audible. Oh, what happened?
Can you see my screen? audible? Yeah. System से volume करेगा. Am I audible?
Yes, you
Yes,
are.
sir, you're audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah,
Yes, sir,
I'm
you're
sharing my
audible, but we
screen.
cannot see your screen.
Yeah, yeah. So now you can see my screen.
Yes,
Yep,
sir.
we can see yours. Okay, there.
Yeah.
We
Sorry,
can see
sorry
it
for the
already and
trouble.
you're audible. You may not,
Yeah, yeah,
you
Thank
yeah.
you.
may start.
Yeah, it's like my topic is advanced tool condition monitoring for high performance machining. It's a review paper. So my name is Yuvraj Varje. I'm doing PhD from Pune University. My guide is Dr. Harshal Chavan. So this is about my biography. Like I done a master's from Pune University, and I worked in a different companies like Tata Motors R&D, Mercedes Benz R&D, and currently I'm doing the PhD from Mates Institute of Engineering from Pune University, and my research interesting area is Industry 4.0, tool condition monitoring, CFD, machine learning. So upcoming technologies are more passionate about this. So this is abstract, and for this abstract, like the industry 4.0 revolution is accelerating the development of autonomous machine system to improve productivity, ensure consistent part quality, and reduce operational cost. So tool condition monitoring plays a vital role by detecting a tool wear, crack, failure early, leading to enhance the efficiency and economic feasibility. That we have to predict the tool wear. So this review explore a recent advancement in tool condition monitoring, focusing on key areas such as sensors, data processing, wireless integrations with IoT, and dimensionality reduction techniques. It evaluates current challenges, highlights improvement in system generalization, and provides recommendation for future research to enhance accuracy, reliability, and functionality in modern manufacturing. So we can go ahead, like introduction, like industry 4.0 and IIoT impact. Advancement in smart sensing and data storage have revolutionized manufacturing, enabled unmanned processes, and improved like cost reduction, productivity, and quality, of course. So tool condition monitoring is essential for automated machining, providing real-time feedback to protect machine parts like tools and spindles. There are different machines, and optimizes the process. So TCM modes and technique. TCM operates in offline real-time modes. So with real-time system, we are ensuring immediate corrective action. Like if we get a feedback and we can do the immediate correction. It involves a signal acquisition, then processing, feature and tool head modeling. So there are like direct techniques. Like direct techniques, we can use the vision system, like machine vision and all, and offer a high accuracy. But as you know, like a machine vision or vision system, it's a more expensive, and sometimes it's impractical. So in indirect method, we can use like a force and vibration monitoring, so are more suitable for real-time applications, but require advanced signal processing to enhance reliability and reduce false alarms. So we can go ahead. So methodology, we need to sense the data, we need to acquire the data. So there are like indirect method for monitoring. We need to monitor the cutting force, then vibration, acoustic emissions, then spindle motor feedback. So we need to place the sensors to the speed, spindle, workpiece, or tool holder to get that result from these components. Then sensing techniques that like cutting force, we use the reliable for tool wear detection, but influenced by the machine condition. Integrated force sensors offer an alternative. Vibration, we are using accelerometers to do the measure the vibrations. Then motor current correlates with tool wear but has limited high frequency detection. spindle speed indicates the tool wear and channel. Gyroscope improves accuracy. Then this data transmission and power. For data transmission, we use the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee. These are the tools, and we are using high-speed tools like a Wi-Fi, but more power consumption. Sampling rate, that we are getting the samples from the sensors, so we are using 5 to 10 times the signal frequency for accuracy. And SPI improve real-time data transfer efficiency. So signal processing and tool condition monitoring. Here, like there are some methodologies, like statistical methodologies, like a time with a time domain. We can use root mean square, then variance. Variance is like it's away how away from our mean. Then skewness, then kurtosis. These are the time domain statistical methods. Then frequency domain statistical methods are like FFT, like fast Fourier transform based features. Here we can consider the peak in the readings and even spectral crest factor. So time frequency domain, there are certain like a CWD, continuous wave well transform, then district wave transport, then short term Fourier transform for detailed insights. Dimensionality reduction is like as you know, we are talking about ML and data science and all, so we need to reduce the computational cost and overfitting, so we need to reduce the noise. So there are some methods here. Then feature normalization, like ANOVA, like analysis of variance. Then F test elements all irrelevant data from our input data. There are like feature selection and transformation. Here we use like a filter. We are selecting some features, and wrapper is a subset of filter. And when we go to the hybrid, is like a filter come a wrapper, is a both together we can do for a feature selection. There is like a linear and non-linear techniques to improve the efficiency. That is linear for PCA, LDA, and KPCA, isomap. So the conclusion is like advancement in TCM system has significantly improved tool wear detection. So we can do tool wear detection, but there are some challenges we are facing to get the data and all. Sometimes we face the sensor limitations such as the signal degradation, sensor drift hinder accuracy, necessitating the shift towards wireless and tool embedded sensors. So feature construction techniques must evolve beyond conventional methods to enhance adaptability and accuracy in real-world machining environment. Dimensionality reduction and AI-driven decision making need further refinement to ensure the real-time, cost-effective, and scalable tool condition monitoring solutions. So future research should address sensor optimization, then feature discovery and integration to enhance the system reliability and industrial applicability. So this is all. Thank you very much. This is from my side.
Okay, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Professor Yubraj Badahe, for your enlightening presentation on tool condition monitoring.
Yeah.
Once again, we are allowed to entertain a question or two for our presenter. Please throw your question now.
Yes, please.
Hi.
Hi.
A quick question here, so since you did a review on your paper, what is the high level gap that the paper is able to cater or address to with regards to tool conditioning monitoring, specifically on the aspect of signal processing?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. Is my audio again choppy? Or is it
No,
clear?
you have you have a good audio, sir. Could you please repeat your
Can
question?
you repeat the question, please?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
My question here is, what is the gap that the paper is able to um, resolve or address on tool conditioning monitoring, specifically on the aspect of signal processing?
Yeah, thing is that like currently there are many traditional machines we are using in the industry, and the gap is like we have some data like we need to do the maintenance after 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months, but we don't have the like live data or real time data that where we can replace our tool. So by doing this, we can like give the predictive analysis, and we can ensure that this tool can we can change after like 1,000 cycles, maybe 1,500 cycles. So we get the predictive maintenance report in earlier, so that we can increase the productivity and reduce the time and reduce increase the quality also.
Got it. Thank you. Thank
Thank you, sir.
you. That's my
Thank you,
that's
sir.
all on my side.
Okay, would
Yeah.
that be okay, Professor Taruk? Okay, thank you so
Thank
much. We
you.
will now
Thank you.
move on to, thank you so much again, Professor Badahi. We will now move on to our last presenter. We have Miss Ismita Bajpai, who will present on Industry 5.0's LLM-driven technologies, a prospect for sustainable product. Let us all welcome Miss Ismita Bajpai. Okay, in behalf of Ms. Ismita Bajpai, the one who will present is Dr. Kumud Kundo, the co-author of the study. May I call on Professor Dr. Kumud Kundu, the co-author of Ms. Ismita Bajpai. Sir? Hello, good afternoon. Okay, participants, kindly wait for a moment as we are having as we are calling the presenter. Okay, please wait for a moment. I've seen Miss Bajpai earlier. Maybe there is a problem in connectivity. Okay, while waiting for while we are still reaching for the next presenter, I have some announcement to make. We have an upcoming international conference on sustainable tourism and hospitality management, no, ICS THM, on April 24th and 25th, 2025, Bangkok, Thailand. To join this conference, you can visit the website shared. We will share, the chat box, okay? It's already at our chat box, the website. Again, we are going to have, or we have an upcoming international conference on sustainable tourism and hospitality management, ICSTHM, on April 24th and 25th, 2025, Bangkok, Thailand. Please see the link or website at our chat box to join.
Hello, madam. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Sino yung panghuli na nag-present, ma'am? After
He is Yubraj Badahe.
After kay Ma'am Istira, sumunod si Dr. Caber.
Yes po. Yes, sir.
Tapos na si Dr. Caber, ma'am?
Wala rin po siya, sir, unfortunately.
Si Dr. Caber is not around.
He was not able to do the presentation, sir.
Okay, so after Dr. Caber, ang
Dr. Badahe.
Badahe, naka-present na si Dr. Badahe, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
7, Dr. Badahe. Din, sino yung sumunod kay Dr. Badahe, ma'am?
We're still waiting for Mrs. Mita Bajpai. They're still trying to reach her out.
Basta si Dr. Badahe tapos na, tapos si Dr. Caber is not around, is not yet present.
Not yet,
Miss
Okay, ma'am.
Ainita,
Miss
I'm
Cynthia,
Dr.
I
Kumar,
think,
and I will be
yeah, I
presenting.
Okay,
I think
thank you
Dr.
so
Kumud would be the
much.
one to present.
Okay, thank you so much. We now have our last presenter, Mrs. Mita Bajpai, but his co-author will be presenting the presentation. Kumud Kundu, yes.
Yeah, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible and you are also audible.
Yeah,
You may
thank
now
you.
proceed.
Yeah. Thank you. Very good morning to all of you, all the dignitaries present over there. So the topic of our presentation is Industry 5.0 and how the LLMs are going to drive it.
In fact, we are going to present a prospect for the sustainable production. That's the title of our presentation. So when we are talking of the large language model in the manufacturing, exactly we are talking of the integration of the robotics in the manufacturing at the different stages of the manufacturing. And when we are talking of the industry 5.0, exactly we are exactly talking of the shifting of the focus from the automation, and we are talking of the incorporation of the smart technologies. It may be the cobots, it may be the augmented intelligence. So when we are talking of the augmented intelligence, we are talking from the shift from the artificial intelligence, and we are talking of the collaboration of the artificial intelligence along with the human intelligence. So that is there in the industry 5.0. And when we are talking of the integration of the LLM, then in that case, one of the key areas where LLM driven technologies can unlock the potential of the industry 5.0, it's in basically in the realm of the fault detection and the prediction. So when we are talking of the integration of the artificial intelligence and the machine learning techniques in the manufacturing, we were basically addressing to the areas utilization where we can improve the decision making and ultimately leading to the process automation. But when we are talking of the role of the large language models, then in that case we are talking of a very specific role of the LLM in the automation, where they can exactly work in collaboration with the humans. That is, they are going to use the augmented intelligence for interacting at the different stages of the manufacturing. And one of the very specific role where the LLM can be used, that is in the supply chain optimization. So when we are talking of the industry 5.0, exactly we are talking of the fifth industrial revolution. And under the industrial fifth revolution, we are exactly talking of the incorporation of all the, you can say the artificial and machine learning techniques along with the human intelligence. So basically the one thing that specifically I would like to highlight, that we are exactly studying that how the cobots can help in the different stages of the manufacturing. And under the, like when we are talking of the LLM, then obviously the AI comes into the picture. So when we were incorporating the AI in the manufacturing, then exactly we were using it in the cost reduction, supply chains or supply chain optimization, enhance quality production, customization, personalization, data driven decision marketing, competitive advantage, safety and compliance, and improved efficiency. So when we are talking of like the several key areas where the AI can be used in the manufacturing, the first one is the, we are exactly going to use the AI as the transformative potential of the new AI technologies. And the AI is going to bridge the gap where the humans and the manufacturing techniques are integrated. So when we are talking of the integration of the AI throughout the manufacturing life cycle, then exactly we are exactly talking of improving the process quality or at the various assembly and the de-assembly stages, where we are going to combine the AI driven models along with the outputs. And when we are talking of the large language models, which are subfield of the artificial intelligence, then in that case, the large language models, they have in fact established themselves as where as the points where we as a human can interact with them in the natural language processing. And one of the best example where LLM can be used in the manufacturing is we can talk of the chatbots. So when we are talking of the integration of the LLM models, they have the potential to revolutionize the manufacturing industry by enabling the intelligent decision making, predictive maintenance, optimization of the production processes, and ultimately contributing to the improved environmental performance and the resilience. And when we are talking of the large language models, basically what we understand that user are giving the questions, they are developer, they are giving the prompts, and we are having the data sources. And when we are talking from the perspective of the industry 5.0, then in that case we are talking of the enterprise LLMs which are going to help. That is, the industries are going to have their own small large language models which they are going to use to give the response where they can use it at the different stages of the manufacturing. Now, when we are talking of the LLM in the manufacturing, then in that case, we can use it for the very important thing, that is the process improvement, predictive and maintenance operations, workforce productivity, quality control and detection, demand forecasting, and the supply chain optimization. So these are the key areas where the LLMs can help the cobots in the improving the output of the industry 5.0. So when we are talking of the LLM driven technologies for the sustainability, then in that case, we are actually talking of the exploration of the innovative solutions for the greener and the more efficient production landscape. By integrating the LLM driven technologies, industries can optimize their resource management, they can reduce the waste, and they can enhance the efficiency, which can pave the way for the sustainable future in the production practices. So if I talk of the conclusion that we are talking of in our paper, so we are exactly talking of the first, the introduction of the Industry 5.0, where we are focusing on the human centricity, sustainability, and resilience, which are promising a path towards the more sustainable and responsible industrial future. That is, we are talking of in the Industry 5.0. And after that, when we are talking of the leveraging of the LLM driven technologies, then in that case, we are talking of how industries can optimize their operations, they can reduce the environmental impact, they can create a better working environment for their employees. And when we are talking of the integration of the LLMs, obviously it's crucial to address the challenges which are integrated with the LLM, like it can lead to the leaking of the, you can say, the internal practices of the industries. So we need to be very, very careful when we are incorporating the LLM in the manufacturing. So with this, we come to the end of our presentation. Thank you. If you're having any queries, I'm open to that.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Kundu, for your presentation about 5.0's LLM-driven technologies. Okay, is there any query for our presenter? Participants? Do you have question for Dr. Kundu?
Hello, Dr. Kundu. Yes, I have one question for you about your paper. So thank you for sharing your insights. Your paper has mostly focused on the aspect of manufacturing, right? LLM-driven technologies on the aspect of manufacturing. How about, say, so since we're considering also in the Industry 5.0, several initiatives as well. One of them is, in fact, energy efficiency and power management. Based on the paper itself and also in your opinion, how do you think LLMs are able to also contribute on these initiatives?
See, when we are talking of the energy conservation in the LLM, exactly we can't like rely on the large language models exactly as it is. So when I'm talking of the enterprise like language models, then obviously we are talking of the language models which are trained on the enterprise data. And obviously processing the enterprise language data is going to take the less energy and the power as compared to the large language models. If we are transferring our query directly to the LLM, obviously the response is going to take like the much of the resources as compared to the enterprise language models. So in the manufacturing, we are exactly talking of the enterprise language large this models, ELM, exactly.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. No more questions on my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there any more queries? Any more question for Dr. Kundu? I guess that's a no answer already, no? So we are unfortunate to tell or announce to all the participants that Professor Yuan G. Kabir will not be able to join this conference. However, before we end this conference, may I call on Professor Anislag to please, sir, announce the best paper and the best presenter.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I am proud to congratulate your research outputs that are presented this day. Based on the result of our evaluation, our best paper is no other than Dr. Maridel Carrera Estira on her paper entitled IoT Soil Nutrients Detector with Crops Suitability and Fertilizer Recommender System. Congratulations, Madam. Then our best paper presenter is no other than Dr. Ispita Nanda on her paper entitled Bridging Science and Innovation, AI-Driven Approaches in Engineering and Management. That's all. Congratulations to the winners. Likewise to all the presenters.
Okay, thank you so much. Congratulations to our best paper and best presenter. Okay, may I, to the best paper and to the best presenter, please open your camera for our photo session. Professor Estira and Dr. Nanda, please open your camera for our photo session.
Yes, ma'am.
Once again, calling Professor Estira and Dr. Nanda. Calling Dr. Nanda and Professor Estira. Okay, may I request everybody to please open your camera for our photo session. To all participants, please open your camera for photo session. Everybody, please open your camera. Okay, thank you so much again for opening your camera and participating in this conference. That brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you once again to all our speakers and participants. It's been an enriching day, full of innovative ideas, presentations, and discussions. We hope you enjoyed today's conference, and we look forward to continuing our conversation and collaborations in the future. Thank you and have a great day ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Juari
Thank
from
you.
Indonesia. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Congrats, Dr. Nanda.
Thank you so much.